Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Impossible Mowers. In today's video, we're going to be tuning up the Husqvarna and sending it on the trails, and hopefully we come back. But with this beautiful rain, I don't see a better opportunity to try to get some mud flinging on this baby. Now, I just want to say, before we dig into this video, the Leroy here, the old Simplicity, is just about done. It's ready to fire, except for one problem. I went to go fire it and make a video, and the starter died out. The starter's been really weak on it ever since I put the motor in, and it was actually a week before this mower was even on the property. We had this on a Troy built, and it was just a weak starter. So no worries, we have a spare starter from the pool on, because I put a new one on there from the old Vanguard and saved the other one. So Leroy will be running and driving, hopefully, once again very soon. If you guys have watched the videos, you've known what we've done to it and how we did it. So there's that. So stay tuned for that. I know I keep telling you guys, oh, the automatic thing's coming out this week and this week. And to be honest with you, we've had so many problems, and we've been cranking so hard that we just haven't gotten to it. And with this weather being this way, it's kind of light now, but it was really pouring rain just a little bit ago. So you know, we got weather, we got snow, we got time. I mean, the shop was a mess, so I'm not trying to make excuses. That's just, it's the way it is around here. I'm very sorry I couldn't post a video the previous week, but you know, this week I'm hoping we can get her done. So there is that. Now, as far as a date for the showdown, I don't really like to call it a showdown, more likely a test, automatic test their payload and stuff. Hopefully this weekend. Saturday we're supposed to get a big break, nice weather and soggy ground, so we can sling some mud, do some towing, and a lot more stuff. I don't want to spoil it, but hopefully this Saturday we can get it done, so look forward then. What also might be happening, guys, is I might say to you that it's coming out Saturday, but because of the bad weather we're getting here, the Wi-Fi is pretty slow, so I might say Saturday, but it might come out Monday or Sunday, so just be prepared for that. But I am hoping to film Friday or Saturday, get that out to you guys as soon as possible, because it's going to be pretty fun. I've been working really hard with these mowers, and so far they've been giving me nothing but good things, except for Leroy here. Electric's been a bit of a hassle, but we got her done. But apart from that, we're going to tune up the Husqvarna in today's video, and then the Cub Cadet, I may not make a video on it, or I may, I don't know. I gotta tighten the valves on it and give it an oil change because it's begging for it right now, and I have to give this one an oil change too, but it's not as bad as the Cub Cadet. The Cub Cadet's so bad that it actually has a hard time starting. That's how loose the rocker arms are, and I don't want to blow another motor, so we're gonna tighten those up, and I already have the tools for it. I just gotta get the Husqvarna in first. So yeah, that's today's video. One thing I also wanted to show you guys, cleaned up the shop a little bit here. If you guys have been watching Leroy videos, you've seen how dirty this place was. Oh my goodness, I couldn't handle it anymore, so I kicked Leroy out after putting the engine and all that stuff in. So I cleaned it out nice and good, vacuumed it up, and we are ready to receive customers nice and neat. And there's the gasket for the Cub Cadet. Got two of them just in case. But yeah, now I've been getting a lot of comments on Instagram why we have not been seeing Chuck on the road, and I just want to tell you guys, it's such, like, I haven't had Chuck on the road because the fix for this is so easy. I've actually put this thing last. All this thing needs is the shifter to be tightened, the belt to be put back on, a battery, and gas. That's it. That is all it needs, and it's such an easy fix. I can get it done in this video if I wanted to, but I really just want to do the Husqvarna and get you guys a little bit interesting content. But don't worry, you will be seeing us working on this mower and driving it out of this shop for good in the very, very near future. So I'm going to be slinging mud and some snow with this thing this year. It's got to happen, especially with the new transmission that doesn't leak a drop. Woo! Old 6-speed. So that's what's happening, guys. Not trying to leave you guys out of the loop. It's just such an easy fix that I've actually just put it last. Leroy, the Husqvarna, and the Cub Cadet are my utmost priorities, simply because we got that big event coming up, and I know I'm like a month late, but so many problems happened with Leroy that it cost us a lot of time. The wiring was the biggest problem. I'll show you a little bit of what we had to cut out. Just all this safety junk. it's just been like, oh my God. I always keep the wiring though, because I might need that little bit for like a light or something. But yeah, no, just been cleaning up the shop a little bit. And now that Leroy's out of the shop, we can start worrying about the Husqvarna, the Craftsman, and soon, Chuck. So, just want to give you guys that quick update. Without further ado, let's bring that Husqvarna in the shop and get it tuned up and hit the trails. Hopefully I come back in one piece, because the trails get so wet. When you go down, it is very hard to come back up. I mean, extremely hard. We've had to make 6 million trails just to get up a one way, you know? So I'm going to risk it for the biscuit because it's mud. I mean, these mowers are meant to be outside. They got all the waterproof boxes and stuff I've put on them. So, you know, whatever. So we're going to take this Husqvarna, tune it, and hopefully head outside. And knowing the Husqvarna and its weight, I think we're definitely going to be slinging some mud, but we're definitely going to be coming back too, because it's such a heavy mower. And if I choose my trail and I choose my path correctly, we'll be able to have fun and come back in one piece. So without further ado, enough jawing. Let's get that Husqvarna in here. Alrighty. Well, there we have it. See, it's backfiring a little bit. Not running right. Simple fix. Actually, let's check the oil on this hog. See what we're looking at here. Yeah. Okay. Well, smells good. Looks good, no shavings. That's good. I got a filter coming for it, so I'm not too concerned. Alright guys, I'm gonna set up a camera here and we'll get this thing out of the shop. Oh, we'll get it tuned up and then we'll be out of the shop. Alrighty guys, here we go. Grab our toolkit here. Where did I put that socket wrench? Ah, I see. I was using the tool bag, or the little toolkit there for Chuck just last night, so almost lost that. I have the silver one in the engine bay of Chuck right now, so it's alright. What is that? That is a 3/8. Cool. Righty, see if we can pop these suckers off. Oh, actually, it's not a 3/8. A little bigger. Metric. 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter, that's the one, right on the dot. Beautiful. I don't think I've ever showed you guys this, and if I have, it hasn't been very good. This camera quality back in the day on the shop, if you guys remember those days, didn't even have a shop. Camera quality was like 720p at best. Okay. 3 bolts. Put my little bolt storage. Don't lose that. To the side. Okay, and then we got a couple of bolts on the side of the motor here. Back them out. You don't have to completely take them out, but for that I kind of like to use the socket wrench because it's just easier to get to. Okay. I hope I'm not fogging up the camera lens. 4 bolts, and she's out. The way you gotta tune this motor is it's best to tune it when it's on, so you can kind of hear when it clears out, and you know that the position the screw is in is a happy position for the motor. Come on, here we go. Okay. Grab my alligator clamps, wherever they went. Oh, okay, so here's the screw right here. Right there. What's really famous with these carburetors is sometimes these will fail on you and they'll cause a vacuum leak. And you'll know if you put your finger on both of them or one of them, it'll stop surging. But I know for a fact this isn't it with this rig because it's always this screw. So let's tune it. Hopefully get back on the road here. Alrighty guys, I've been battling this thing for a good while now and it's sounding a lot better, but it still kind of pops and farts. So I'm kind of wondering if we had to replace that fuel filter. Not too sure. Could be the filter or the pump, but the pump's been pretty good. So, yeah. I'm gonna try to replace that filter. I believe the last time I've replaced it was, let me think. Today's November 25th, so I believe August, late August, early September is when I got this puppy, or I got the filter from Hypa. It may have been late August, early August, somewhere in August I got these filters, and I don't think it's the filter. I think it's the fact that I've been leaving it outside, and because it's been sitting, the filters are just catching up with dirt that have been sitting at the base of the tank for a while. And being that I really don't clean the tank ever, it is one of the biggest leading factors to what's happening. So that's why I had Hypa give me a good amount, because we can always use them. Alrighty. Hopefully this fixes it. So I'm gonna replace the fuel pump. I'm sorry, I'm gonna replace the fuel filter, which actually it does seem to be locked. It's got a lot of gunk in it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's black streaks in here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Long black streaks in there, so I think that's dirt. I think it's just enough to cause a problem, so I'll be right back to you guys after I do that.
A few moments later.
Alrighty guys, took a little bit. Pop the carburetor open and look at what was in the carburetor. Yuck. water and rust. So what's really famous with this rig is water goes down to the bottom because of the fuel cap, and it's not a lot, but a little bit will seep down to the bottom of the tank, and then it sucks all of it, every little piece of water, into the carburetor. And because I cleaned it, I just flushed the whole tank. Well, I say flushed, but what I did was I took the carburetor out, put it back in, and I ran it for a long time, then took the carburetor out again, looked at it, and it had a little bit of water, but not as much as before, which tells me that we actually ended up just sucking all the water out. So there should be any water in the tank anymore. And listen to this now. Runs perfect. So I'm gonna put the top back on it, put the hood back on it. Let's go trail riding. I gotta fix this part. The hood's a little crooked, but other than that, let's get out of here. I never thought I showed you guys this, but look at the hours. 1,281. All right, let's go. muddy down here, very muddy. The only thing that's giving me a lot of traction right now are the leaves, but the moment you break through that, it's open season. Right there. I wish I can go through it, but I'm not coming out. Here's the really damp spot. This is usually where it gets pretty fun. What we're dealing with here. I don't want to take any chances. It's pretty damn muddy, but it's not terrible. See how it's got a little bit of give, a little bit of firmness to it, but a little bit of give. That's a good trail. That means it's gonna get muddy, but it's still hard underneath, which means the chances of me getting stuck are 0. Well, theoretically. But it should give us a good mud show here. God, she looks good from there. Oh my God. Had to take a picture, sorry. All right, well, let me set up the camera here and we'll get her going. I couldn't tell if we were spinning there for a minute. Well, guys, I'd call that a success and a good video stopper for today. You can see what I mean about trying to battle for mud. It's like the top layer is really, really muddy, but then the bottom layer is super hard. So when you break through the top layer, that's it. You don't get much from the bottom layer. So mud is kind of you kind of got to get lucky. Usually we get the mud by now. You know, it's been raining for a good 3 days here. So I'm kind of surprised that it hasn't loosened up. But with the cold nights we get, it does harden up quite a bit. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's kind of something that's out of the blue, but it is something that needed to get done for the video, and someday we'll have to fix that hood. And the steering problem, it's not a big deal. You guys can see there's a plate right here. There's this little metal plate, and what happens a lot is it'll become loose and go back. So all I have to do is just loosen it up, fold it forward, tighten it, it's done. So it's a simple fix, not too bad. Well, that is it for today's video, guys. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Please, 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 please make sure you guys have a good Thanksgiving and all that good stuff. And also, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, little subscribe button right there. Hopefully you guys saw that. And check out the Instagram and Patreon for more Impossible Mowers content. Even though, you know, content's been a little slow on the channel here, we have been posting a lot on the Instagram and the Patreon. So if you ever want to, you get bored and I haven't posted anything yet, check that out. Just saying. Other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know I've said that 3 times now. So I hope you all stay safe, have a happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is Impossible Mowers out.